Morning, this is Friday morning here in McAllen, Texas. Do my little leadership talk. Had some really interesting developments yesterday. So I had one of my best friends from high school. We reconnected. He had a background in real estate, retail, a bunch of interesting things. He's pretty set for life. He's got a big inheritance from his parents when they passed, and then he they had annuities and a bunch of real estate, and then he got into real estate and made millions in real estate, and so now he's just he has like a little handyman side business, and he just likes helping people, it was interesting. And he calls me up, he's like, what would it take to get you to come here and shoot me? I'm like, why are you asking me that? And he's like, so he put in this two-way switch in this lady's house so she could come in her front door and turn on the living room light and the interior light. And if she came in from the garage, she could turn the interior light on. But she's like, the switches, one was up and one was down. And he's like, they're two-way lights. and she just couldn't comprehend that. And then he goes to this other guy's house and he puts in a motion sensing light for the driveway, and it's in the broad daylight, and this guy and his wife, they're like doing jumping jacks in front of the sensor trying to get the light to come on in the broad daylight, and he couldn't get it to understand. They're thinking it didn't work. And then of course his niece is in real estate, and she's thinking that she can just like sit at her desk and do her nails. Why? And people, up calls will happen, and she'll make her fortune by people calling her while she's sitting at the desk doing her nails. And he tried to explain to her about
right over there.
Buy-sell agreements between buyers and brokers, and she just wasn't understanding. And he's all frustrated, and I'm like, we started talking about how getting people, how exciting it is to get people to have breakthroughs in understanding. It's like when you teach a kid how to ride a bicycle, they're scared out of their mind, and they want to make sure you're holding onto the bike, and then you get them going, and then you don't really have to touch the bike. You don't even have your hand on it anymore, right? And they're still riding it, and then you finally go, okay, ready? And I'm gonna let go, and then they take off. Like they never needed you to begin with, right? And that's like so exciting to do for people in all kinds of things. And that's what we do with the financial services. Because people just don't understand until they understand. And you've got to be patient, and you've got to be understanding that if they're going through stress in their life, their mind isn't going to be able to allow them to process the information until that gets lifted. And then as long as they stay exposed, or they keep coming to the meetings, when that's whatever stress is holding that information back, their brain starts to process it and put it where it goes, and they have epiphanies and understandings popping in their mind. Like when you turn your telephone off, going into church or into a meeting for an hour, and you come back out, turn the phone on, and all these messages and notifications start popping. Same thing happens in your mind, okay? But you can't get so frustrated with people that don't know what you know and aren't receiving and utilizing the information. Like say you don't know something, if you know and don't do, you don't know. Well, the reason you don't do is because you're in beta brainwave. And it takes a little bit to get people to get out of beta. And you have to be patient, and you have to pay attention, and figure out what it is that they need to see or do or understand to break that. But once they do, then it all happens for them. All right, that's Ruben. Message for the day. Have a good one.